All right, good morning. It's Sunday, August 4th, 2024. It's 12:05. I've been in this journey a year, 9 months, and 2 weeks now. A week and 6 days. We talk about that in a second. Let me write that point because I have to figure this out real quick. But then I'm gonna forget this topic. But I want to go into my speech. I haven't done one of these in a long time. This nation has seen better days. I have never witnessed this mass quantity of ignorance, racism, prejudices, and from different demographics of people who have made me feel unsafe, uncomfortable, not welcome in my own backyard, in my own home. The home my ancestors, the founding fathers built, found, and created for my family, my children, and myself. Commencing with my great-grandfather, King George, the first president of the United States of America, George Washington. The hostility, the operation, to destroy the royal family from Englishmen with no purpose of future life. The blacks and other minorities who have chased me around and even tried starving me with food hostage situations. The Nigerians, the Congans, the Rwandans, the Ethiopians, the Guyanans, and the species of the town of Boquerón, Moca, Rincon, the men and women of Obispo, Nomusca, Napa, the women and men of the New Progressive Party of Caguas, Puerto Rico, born from 1 o'clock to 4:59, born at night, the Night Riders. The Sequim organization, which was a money terrorist organization that killed many men and women in our nation and around the world, which is dissolved now. It took me 2 weeks and a half to dissolve the Sequim organization, which hit home to me and many other close families, friends, including siblings, who killed hundreds nationwide. Many prominent men and men and women and famed people we will never see again, and killers and victims of notable people, such as Ellen DeGeneres, Teresa Giudice, dead corpse to the secluded lands of India and China border. Every dead corpse transported in ships. Richard Branson and his brother, the bounty hunter from the famous show Bounty Hunter, training to kill in Seattle, handing out firearms to these people, using their airlines. Some joined to spy, some joined to kill, some joined to work as female prostitutes. Larissima in Newark, New Jersey, on the Carter Highway, was the Sequim headquarters. I retrieved $97.2 trillion that could have been used to wipe our existence, including the Silicon Valley Bank, which all the funds for Silicon Valley Bank and will be back in operation by January 2025, started by my brother, who was part of the Sequim organization, who was a female to male transgender, and my other brothers who have killed in the organization as well. Everything was left under my name at the Silicon Valley Bank. We hold the hostage situation and protected our family, and they couldn't take out no money. Larissima was responsible for companies such as SmileDirect, Spotify, Popalock, Activision, Belkin, and more. Branson, Andy Warhart, and their English operation. I seized over $7,650 trillion, including the lottery programs, the Mega Millions and Powerballs, the Florida one, the Seattle one, the Houston one, and many more around the nation that did not give jackpot prices, only pick threes, not even pick fours. Now they are. I seized, including Intel. They stole over $711.2 trillion, our stakeholders of Intel money, to use for these organizations. Delta Airlines, to transport Africans and migrants into the United States of America. Airbus, Virgin, TikTok. TikTok was owned by the English. Stolen planes to transport Africans. I have seized 87,934 firearms from around the world, even manufacturers of firearms in Thailand and in Canada, from around, even Tanil, which for the United States military now, police force used in our nation to transport, to give to Africans, blacks, Mexicans, and other countries to kill most of our existence. Andy Warhol was responsible for killing 522 gay, same-sex oriented men from the 70s to 2007 in New York City, Boston, Chicago, San Francisco, Brazil, known as the real Son of Sam. Also a man that I respect and admire his artistry and have spoken to him personally more than once, and his originality, art, but was forced to turn him in. James Pollock, his real biological name is Sebastian Bach, responsible for the deaths of 721 young men around the world indirectly. The English Muffin operation had operators all over 3 judges in New York, Senator Tim Kaine from Manchester, Vice Presidential pick Tim Walsh, known as Matthew, resident of the Delaware border gap. I have visited his home at the Delaware gap twice. He never resided in Minnesota. Ron Ryan was having sex with a Hawaiian congresswoman from Guatemala. She's really white. She's not from Hawaii. At the Renaissance Hotel in Newark 2 days ago, the Federal Reserve Mr. Powell chair that took down Mr. Powell having sex with 16 and 17-year-old black young minors in New Jersey and Chicago. All almost and exuberating illegal drugs all day and no residency in the United States of America. The official president today of Venezuela is again Nicolas Maduro. His 2 opponents are both from England. One resides in Germany and one in Montreal, not in Canada. Also, 7 weeks ago, Chicanos and Mexicans from the southern border immigrants in hotel rooms around our nation, with up to 27 men in a single occupancy room in Newark, and by Newark Penn Station, with cars with different license plates, with over 1,997 firearms we have seen confiscated in less than 36 hours. They were prepared to kill in the following 72 hours in the tri-state area and in Chicago. This nation has started to see brighter days. Texas to Ohio to Rhode Island, Georgia, where it was too dark and dim to see the brightness of our days. Many states and enjoy the freedom and liberties and justices for this nation. This nation will not tolerate. Will not tolerate to be a nation of drugs or drug addicts who roam around and play psychological games with crack cocaine with our people. The minorities born at night, the dark, in the natural habitat to mark territory like a male dog lifting his leg and urinating. And it's okay to steal from our businesses and get aggressive with the ones who have the right to take. The minorities who created the cannabis epidemic, who are violent, vulgar, lethal, and who hurt the poor, who hurt the rich and the smart. They all poor and dumb people. Cannabis was made for people who have potential and people with money, not for poor people, minorities that are not going to make it from poor backgrounds. For cannabis, those crimes, 772 homicides from poor black and Hispanic men high in cannabis, 17 homicides in New York. So far, drugs is a British word. Es drugamaco. En la Alemania para la nuca, en la Francia para la quiga, en la Italia para aquí, en España para la casa. It's for the home. Drugs are for the home. It's for the privacy of your home, not to smoke in public and harass people. 37 days ago, my beloved uncle, President Barack Obama, who has seen at 6:21 a.m. at the Conrad Hotel in New York City before entering his suite and ordering his big breakfast deluxe from McDonald's, passed to eternal life. I notified Secret Service and our family at 4:24 p.m. of his passing. He was the first African president of the United States of America. His body still lies at the morgue. Unfortunately, he was colorblind. He was the only colorblind president. That's why he didn't see the difference between black or white. He didn't see the difference. He didn't see anything. The sad part, he didn't see the different landscapes and the colors of our valleys, our rivers, our oceans, our mountains, our hills. But he was very innocent. Colorblind people are the most innocent people of the world. Unfortunately, he didn't notice, he didn't have the prejudices that we have of black, brown, white. One more thing I want to bring up awareness of. I call it homegrown women. People who don't nair or wax or shave down there. My mom hasn't done that since the year 22 years old. Miss Baldassari Meyer hasn't done it since she's 20. Since she was young. This is a really big problem. My mom has a testosterone level of 3.7. The normal testosterone for a lady is 0.2 to 0.7, and she has a 3.6. The normal for a man to have is a 0.7 to a 1.7, and a female to male transgender from a 1.2 to a 1.7, and they're considered transgender men. So it's very she's not still surrendering or conceding to me, and this is a big concern. And make sure that everybody is aware that they have to shave downstairs once in a while, because the testosterone levels are very severe and very critical. Thank you, and God bless everybody.